Daniel, how do you explain that performance and how you got that much out of the players tonight?
It felt was also a bit long time coming, and the players deserve to have a night like this because, like I mentioned, can't really remember one poor home performance of us, not in the last 50 months. Spoke about this. We've lost 2 games at home in the last 50 months against Tottenham and Aston Villa, and were in both games not the worst side. And also many performances during this season where we deserved more points, but then also like to bring both together tonight. Of course, an excellent performance, and also to be effective in the moments and to score the goals in the moments when we need to score it, and to win this game against definitely one of the best sides in the world. They are fighting for the title in the Premier League. They have won the Club World Cup in the summer against the best sides in the world. They have unbelievable quality in their squad, and to win this game. And of course they had in spells more possession, but also I would say it was still a deserved win because we didn't give one chance away in the first half. In the second half, it's still Chelsea. They scored out of their first situation, but even afterwards we didn't give any more chances away. It was the other way around. We scored 3 goals and could have been there perhaps even with a few more. So overall I think didn't have the chance to have a look at the statistic, but it feels like in terms of chances, shots on target, expected goals, set pieces, I think we were the better side in the statistics, and for that I think we fully deserve to win this game. And yes, great for the lads, and it's one of those nights where we wanted to be back in the big time to play against the best side in the world, and to have Elland Road rocking as at his best in the unbelievable atmosphere, and great night for everyone who is involved with Leeds United.
Did you know you had to play that shape tonight, given how you played on Saturday and what the fans were hoping and expecting tonight? Did you feel you had to follow that shape?
Well, didn't want to give too much away before the game, but the feeling was we had a really, really good second half at Man City in this shape, and would have felt also for the players a bit difficult if I would have changed this again, and after such a good halftime. I also got this in my head anyway because Sebastian Bonneau was back, another centre back available, first time by the way on the pitch today. Good welcome to Leeds to him. I had this in my head because it also fits and suits to the style that Chelsea plays anyhow. So it's important. They are so good and so dominant in possession. And sometimes you have either you go really brave in the high pressing, and for that a 5-3-2 is a really good formation, or you sit really deep. So I didn't want to be caught in midfield pressing or something like this today. And for that the feeling was okay. We need either to go really brave into high pressing, or we sit then really compact in a good shape where we are also ready to suffer and allow them perhaps possession a bit around the cake, but not really in areas when they can hurt us. And it was in my plans anyway. And in addition to that, we have also a situation really more or less just back after a bit longer term injury. DJ also out, both strikers in the last games up to score anyhow. So for me it was clear, although I didn't want to give too much away before the game, because I think Enzo was also questioning a little bit what we would do. It was clear that after the Man City game we would start also in this shape. Yes.
Isaac?
I appreciate you just said that you don't want to give too much away to the opposition, but could this, I think the question on many fans' lips tonight is, could this 3-5-2 formation be your set formation?
Yes, of course it can be, because I always mentioned, so my football is never married with base formations. I'm addicted to principles, and as I like when I dominate a league, like we did for example last season, or whatever Liverpool did this last season, I like to stick to a formation and not to change too much, to give the players, once you rotate a bit, also a bit more clarity in the processes. But once you have a team that is perhaps not the best team in terms of individual quality, you have to adapt a little bit. And sometimes it's also important when you play the top sides to mirror the opponent, to take their strength away. And for me it was always clear that we have to be flexible during this season, way more flexible than we had to be last season, for example. And for that, of course, it can be a fitting formation. It always depends on also how the opponent plays, where you would allow them possession, which players are in form and ready to go. If you want to surprise the opponent a little bit, right now it depends also a bit on what the outcome is after this game. We have a few players with knocks and some doubts, and also have to monitor them if some of the players who are starting this game, if they're ready to start again. Right now with this quick turnaround, the third game is in 7 days, so many things will what we have to take in mind also for the Liverpool game, and then more or less we go from there and decide from game to game. I think it's important for us to be flexible and also a bit unpredictable.
Stuart?
Daniel, you said to Barry now about the two approaches you could have taken. Do you think pressing the way that you do, particularly here, gets the most out of the crowd to help them energise?
Yes, this is my football. This is why we had last season the most possession in the league, why we were more or less just playing football just in the half of the opponent. So I'm more or less addicted to have the ball, and I go mental and crazy when I don't have the ball, and I want my players to do the same to win the ball back. But the reality is also, like, if we as a promoted side play in this league, there are also teams with unbelievable individual quality, and sometimes they bypass our pressing and push us back. And then we also need a good organization, and also need to be patient, not to open the gaps when they can create chances. So in general, it's always our football, but it won't be the solution that we just overrun the teams somehow, although we can do this in terms of fitness level, but we always need a good mix, and this mix was today important. So to press high whenever it was possible, and then to be well organized and structured when it was necessary. And I think this mix will also be crucial in going forward. I hope we have also games when we can be even more dominant and dominate more possession and play more in the opponent's half, because this is what I like even more. But we have to be ready on this level. We need to be ready also to suffer and also to defend, yes.
Yep.
Daniel, does that win sort of help you and maybe the players with some of the external noise, maybe from supporters who are maybe angry with previous results, and maybe some of the reports as well?
I don't know, so because I didn't have the feeling at all that we were not one unity today. So I think Elland Road was back at his best from his first to the last second. I didn't see any negative comments. I didn't see any doubts apart from the guy behind my bench. Anyhow, he was not happy when the first half we had to defend a little bit. After the 2-0, he was dancing and wanted to cheer with me. I said, listen, I would love to just to attack, but sometimes, Chelsea, mate, we have to defend as well. We are such a passionate club, and it's quite normal. There's always the outside noise, but I didn't have the feeling at all that we are not one unity. So we are a club on a mission, and this club wants to establish itself on this top level, and we just can do this with our supporters when we make out of Elland Road a fortress. And that after perhaps a bit poorer performance in the away game, or after disappointing result, then it's also like the emotions are sometimes high, and it's normal. Anyhow, it's nothing I want to change. Anyhow, I knew exactly for what club I signed. Anyhow, and that I felt a great unity in the club. Anyhow, today again, and I don't think that changes need. No, I want more from the same. Anyhow, especially once we play Saturday another top side, Liverpool.
Anybody else? No. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Cheers, Daniel. Cheers.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.